Dear students, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I hope best for you. I Mukesh Kumar welcomes you to online Mukesh Online Academy. आपका मुकेश ऑनलाइन एकेडमी में स्वागत है. And we are doing the chapter 1 of the chemistry, class 10 of the NCERT book. Okay, that is the chemical equations and reactions. Okay, so we are almost about to finish this chapter. So we have almost covered the each and everything into the previous 10 videos. I hope you must have seen those videos. Okay, if you have not still seen, then I have given the links into the description. You can go through those videos. Okay, then it will be better for you to understand this topic that we will cover today into the video. Okay, so today we will cover about the effects of oxidation in our life. Okay, so first we will cover about the corrosion. Okay, so one usual tip that I usually give into my every video. So whenever you are watching any video of the study related, anyone, okay, not only mine, then it is better to always take a paper or pen. Better to take a notebook and pen with you. Write the short notes. Take the key notes. Okay, and prepare a summary about that chapter. So when you prepare the summary about each and every chapter, it becomes easy for you to revise into the exam. Otherwise in the exam the syllabus will be too much and it will be very difficult to revise. Okay, so make a habit of writing the notes. When you write the notes, definitely your understanding for that topic becomes much more, and I hope after seeing my so many videos you will be doing that. Okay, so that will be good for you for the better results. So if you have any query, if you have any doubt about the topic, then you can write to me in the comment box. Okay, or you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. Now you can follow me on the Instagram. So I have given the Instagram ID into the description. So from there you can just search me and follow me. So you can find so many updates there. Okay, so I hope you must be getting knowledge from these videos. Okay, you must be benefiting from these videos. Okay, so kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it, ask your friends to subscribe, and if you want to have the free notes of each and every chapter, okay, then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. Definitely we will be happy to share the notes with you. And if you want to have the live online classes on the Zoom, the interactive classes, both group and individual, then definitely you write to us. So we will share the details with you about each and everything. Okay, and kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it, ask your friends to subscribe. And now in this video we will do about the corrosion. So let's start the corrosion. So dear students, let's start. So we have already done the oxidation reduction reactions. Okay, so now in this video we will do about the effects of oxidation in our daily life. Okay, everyday life. What does this oxidation reduction, or you can say the plain oxidation, have in our life? Okay, so effects of oxidation reactions in our daily life. So we have the two effects of oxidation in our daily life. One is the corrosion. Okay, so the first is corrosion, and second is the rancidity. So let's do about the corrosion first. Okay, so we have the A is corrosion. Okay, so now let's understand what a corrosion means. See, I think most of you have heard about the rusting. So rusting is a form of corrosion. So basically what happens in the corrosion, the metal reacts with any atmospheric gas. Like it can react with the oxygen, it can react with the water vapors, it can react with the carbon dioxide, it can react with the hydrogen sulfide, even the reaction with the reaction of the metal. Okay, if we keep the metal, or if we keep the acidic base or basic solution in the metal box, then it starts corroding. Okay, so basically corrosion means the reaction with oxygen, reaction with the hydrogen sulfide, reaction with different kind of gases present into the atmosphere. That is called the corrosion and is corrode the metals. Okay, means it takes away the metals. Okay, so we can write it. So we can define this as a slow process of eating of metals due to the attack of atmospheric gases. See, eating of metal means the metal slowly decays. Okay, it destroys slowly and slowly. Okay, how? I just told you that due to the atmospheric gases like the oxygen, like the carbon dioxide, like the hydrogen sulfide, water vapors. Okay, so that means it is a slow process of eating of the metals due to the attack of atmospheric gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, water vapors, etc. And this process is called the corrosion. Okay, clear? So we can say main cause of the corrosion is mainly the oxidation of metals by air. Okay, means the metals reacts with the oxygen of the air. So okay, so that corrosion is mainly caused by the oxidation of metals. So because of the oxygen present into the air, so because of the water vapors, means the moisture and oxygen both are present into the air, so corrosion is caused. Okay, and second thing, the rusting, that we have already come to know, that we already know that rusting is the most common form of the corrosion. Okay, and rusting takes place. Rusting has been given the name for the corrosion of iron, and we just can see it very commonly in the atmosphere or in the surroundings. Okay, so now comes to what is a rust. So what is a rust? Basically, it is a chemical substance. So rust is a chemical substance. Okay, its formula is Fe2O3.XH2O. We call this hydrated iron oxide. Okay, here the valency of iron 3 is used, so we will write iron 3 oxide. Hydrated means the water molecules are present. Okay, so when any salt or any compound has the water molecules, okay, it doesn't make it wet, still it is dry, but it becomes hydrated and the color becomes different. And what is the color of the rust? It is the red brown in color. Okay, the color of the rust is red brown. Clear? I think most of you might have seen the color of the rust. So it is always the red brown in color. Okay, and it is the powder form. If you can see the rust on any old iron article and you just rub it, okay, so it will become powdery form. Clear? And next, how the rust is formed? Okay, whenever the any iron article reacts with the moist air, means that there is a chemical reaction which takes place between the moist air and the iron, then the rust is formed. So what is the meaning of this moist air? The moist air means the presence of oxygen and presence of water vapor. Okay, when both oxygen and water vapor are present, okay, then the moist air is present, and when the moist air is more, that means the iron particles will react with them and the rusting will become more. Moist air is present mainly when the humidity is more. So whenever the humidity is more, so that means the iron particles are going to be rusted more. Okay, it doesn't take place in the dry air. Okay, so we can take the examples of the corrosion. So the examples of corrosion. So first we have already just learned the rusting is an example of corrosion. Okay. So the first example is the rusting of iron. So what happens in the rusting of iron? Basically, if there is any iron article present, then it will react with the oxygen of the air and the water vapors which are present into the air. We will write here X molecule of water, because this X molecule of water will be, this number can vary. Then it will form the rust, which is Fe2O3.XH2O. Now we have to balance it. So we can write 3 here. So it will become 2. So now Rn becomes 4. So 4Fe. So our equation becomes 4Fe, and we have to write the 2 here also. So 4Fe plus 3O2 plus 2XH2O, arrow 2Fe2O3.XH2O, and this is the rust. And this is the hydrated iron oxide. Iron means the valency we will write 3, oxide, so this is the rust. Okay, so obviously this is a redox reaction. See, the oxidation of iron is being taking place. Okay, oxidation of iron, because oxygen is being added to the iron and there is a reduction of oxygen. So this is a kind of redox reaction which is taking place into the atmosphere between the iron and oxygen and water vapors. Okay, now the second example. See, the next one is the corrosion of the copper. Okay, so whenever copper particles are present into the atmosphere for a long time, then they react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide gas, they react with the oxygen gas present into the air, and they react with the water vapors present into the air. Okay, so by this way they make the copper carbonate, which is basic in nature, or we call that basic copper carbonate also. Okay, and this basic copper carbonate is green in color. So whenever you see the old copper articles like the temple bells, like the temple canopies, or any other copper article, okay, so you will find a green coating on that. Even you can see the pipes also, the copper pipes also, like which are fitted into the AC. So after some times they become green in color. So this is the reason, because of the formation of the basic copper carbonate, which is green in color, these copper articles becomes green after a long period of time, and it is a very slow process. Doesn't means take it overnight. It takes a long time. Okay, so this is the corrosion of copper. Okay, so whenever the copper articles are present, the formula is Cu. They are present into the atmosphere, CO2, and react with the oxygen gas also, and react with the water vapor also. So they make the product or substance, that is the CuCO3 dot CuOH whole twice. This is the basic copper carbonate, which is green in color. Okay, so balances, we will write 2 here. Okay, then it is balanced. This is solid, this is gas, and these are the liquid, and this is the liquid. Okay, so we can write that copper articles become green after some time due to formation of green colored basic copper carbonate. Okay, they lose sign and becomes green in color. Okay, so this is the corrosion of copper. So let's repeat. So whenever copper articles are present into the atmosphere for a long period of time, so they react with the carbon dioxide, oxygen and water vapor present into the atmosphere, and they make the basic copper carbonate, okay, which gets deposited on that article. So you can see that new copper articles are having red brown shine. Okay, so after some time their shine is lost because of the deposition of this green color coating, that is the basic carbonate, and slowly it starts looking green into the color. Okay, now the C part, silver metal, the corrosion of silver. Okay, see, if you put the silver article for a long time into the atmosphere, which contains the hydrogen sulfide gas. Okay, hydrogen sulfide gas is present into the atmosphere in a very small amount. Okay, but definitely the metal can react with that. So it forms a black coating. It forms a black coating of the silver sulfide, and this coating gets deposited onto the silver, and the silver article after some time becomes black into the color. If you have some silver article in your home, okay, and if it is in the outside, okay, not inside some cover or thing, then you can see that that article would have become black in color. So this is the reason that we should keep the silver article covered in a cotton cloth of the white color, because when we put certain colors to the cloth also, then they may release some kind of gases, or they sometimes have these type of gases. Okay, so it is better to cover the silver article into the cloth of a white color, and that to the cotton. Okay, because that is a natural. Okay, so the surface of the silver articles becomes black after some times due to the formation of black coating of silver sulfide by the action of the hydrogen sulfide present into the air. So the formula of the silver is Ag, okay, and the formula of the hydrogen sulfide is H2S. This is the hydrogen sulfide gas. It is present into the gaseous form. So we will write G here and we will write the solid here. So this will form the silver sulfide Ag2S, and the hydrogen gas will be released into the atmosphere. So we can write 2 here. So now it is balanced also. Okay, and this is the silver sulfide, and which is black in color. Okay, so this is the reason that the silver articles becomes black after some time when they left exposed to the air. Okay, so now we will study what are the disadvantages of the corrosion. See, in most of the metals the disadvantages are less, but for iron the disadvantages are more. Now the disadvantages of corrosion. So now we will study the disadvantages of corrosion. Okay, so number one, see, as most of the things that we find into our life are made of the iron, whether it is a car body, whether it is a bridge, whether it is a iron railing, whether it is a train, anything, whether it is a ship, whether it is a bus or anything, most of the things you will find made up of the metal. Okay, and especially the iron, because iron is not a very costly metal. So most of the things are made of the iron. So because of this corrosion, because of the rusting, okay, the bodies in some period of time get damaged. We have to replace them. So what is the reason basically that we will learn? Whenever the iron particles are in contact with the moist air, so rust is formed, and if we touch the rust, we can easily find any iron article which is already rusting. So rust is soft and it is a powder like substance. So just if we rub it like this, okay, then the rust will fall down, and most of the time it fell down on its own. Okay, so when it is falling down, suppose here it is a rusting, then now it falls down. So now again the surface below the rust is again exposed to the air. So now this fresh rusting will be formed here. Again this will fall off. Then again the fresh rusting will be. So again and again, slowly and slowly, the whole iron article will get rusted and will get damaged. So rusting is a continuous process. Okay. If we do not prevent this in time, then it will eat up the whole iron article. And because of this, every year, even you can see in your home, okay, we have to replace most of the things made of the irons in very short period of time if we do not take care of these objects. Okay, so it becomes a very it gives a loss to the nation, because we will have to change the things every year, or we will have to change the due course of the time, because iron takes money. Okay, so we have to prevent it. So now how to prevent the corrosion? So now we will study the prevention of corrosion. How we can prevent the corrosion? See, the best thing to prevent the corrosion to not to have either oxygen in contact or the water vapor into contact to the iron articles. Okay, if we can break the contact of the oxygen and the water vapor, means the moist air, that means we can prevent the corrosion. Okay, so how can this be prevented? That means the main motto is, the main thing is to break contact of moist air. Okay, if there is no moist air in contact, so that means there will be no corrosion. How can we prevent this? So we can paint, varnish the iron article. Okay, we can do the paint. Okay, when we do the paint on a iron article, so it will make a barrier for the water vapors and for the oxygen. Okay, we have given the covering over there. Okay, so then the iron article will not rust. We can use the oil. Suppose the parts where we cannot use the paint or varnish, then we can use the oil, we can use the grease. Okay, so see, the oil and grease do not allow any water to stay on the iron article. Okay, so they just repel these things. Okay, repel the water. So when we oil them or grease them, suppose if they are something made of the iron which we cannot be painted because they are the parts. Okay, so in that case we can put the oil or grease on them, grease on the iron article. Suppose if this is sometimes if this is also not possible, then we can do the galvanization. Okay, what is the galvanization means? The coating of surface with the zinc. Coating of surface of iron with zinc. See, in the galvanization, what we do basically, we just put a layer of zinc on the iron. Zinc also corrode, but there is a difference between the corrosion of zinc and the corrosion of iron. So whenever the zinc corrode, it forms a layer of the zinc oxide, but this layer do not fall, or this layer remain attached to the zinc. So it prevents the underlying zinc for the further corrosion. Okay, so when zinc oxide is there, so it will prevent the underlying iron article also from the corrosion. Okay, so galvanization is also one of the best methods. See, more of the methods about the corrosion we will study into the metal non-metal third chapter. Here the corrosion is given in a very big way. Okay, we have so many things about the corrosion that we will study. Here we have to just study into the short. Okay, now there are some advantages of corrosion, as I just told you that zinc, okay, it corrodes, but this layer doesn't get peeled off. So this is the advantage of corrosion also. So means the corrosion is advantageous in most of the metals except like silver, except like iron, except like copper. But most of the other metals it is advantageous because this layer does not fall. Okay. So let's study the advantages of corrosion. See, I just told you in most of the metals this corroded layer does not fall off. Okay, but it remain attached to the metal. So when it is remain attached to the metal, then it will automatically cut off the contact of the metal with the oxygen or the moisture. Okay, and it will prevent the metal from the further corrosion. And we can take some examples like aluminium. In case of aluminium, aluminium oxide is formed. This is the aluminium oxide. Okay, and this aluminium oxide layer remain attached to the aluminium metal. Okay, and it further prevents the corrosion of the aluminium metal. Okay, like in the magnesium, a layer of magnesium oxide is formed. So this magnesium oxide layer remain attached to the magnesium metal. I hope you would have studied in the first part of this chapter. Okay, where we studied the why do we rub the magnesium ribbon before burning in the air. So this is because of the corrosion. This magnesium oxide layer is formed and that remain attached to the magnesium metal and which prevents the magnesium metal from the further corrosion. Same in case of zinc also. It forms a layer of zinc oxide as we studied into the galvanization. Okay, zinc oxide. So this layer also remain attached to the metal. Okay, so this again prevents the further corrosion. Same in the chromium also. Okay, so these are the certain examples where the corrosion has proved to be advantageous. There are many more examples. Okay, so dear students, today we have studied about the one effect of the oxidation in our daily life, that is the corrosion. Okay, so rusting is the most common form of the corrosion and which is disadvantageous because it eats away the whole iron article. Okay, but in some metals it is, but in most of the metals it is advantageous because it does not make the underlying metal to further corrode. Okay, so I hope you would have understood this topic on corrosion. Okay, if you have any doubt, then you can write to me. So dear students, in the next video we will do about the second effect of oxidation that we have into the NCERT book, that is the rancidity that we will cover. Okay, and with that we will end the chapter. So in the next video we will end the chapter. Okay, I hope you must be getting, you would have benefited from these videos, you must be getting knowledge from these videos. Okay, and I hope these videos will give you a lot of advantage into the exam. Okay, so if you have, so thank you so much for watching. If you have any doubt, if you have any query, then you can write into the comment box and you write about the video also into the comment box. Okay, and you can follow me on the Telegram, or you can follow me on the Instagram also. Both IDs I have given into the description box. Okay, so you can follow me on the Instagram also now. And if you want to have the free notes of each and every chapter, then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. I have given these IDs into the description. And if you want to do the live online classes on the Zoom, interactive online classes, the group, okay, or individual, then you can write to me. So we will share the details with you, okay, about the batch and other details, okay. And I hope you must be getting knowledge from these videos. Kindly share it with your friends. Ask your friends to subscribe, and you also subscribe it, like it, share it. Thank you so much.